Hey guys, and welcome to the start of a new weekly reading vlog. I am sick, so if you can hear my congestion, I'm really sorry about that. I tend to update at night, which is very bad. It hurts my editing because I always have to color correct. It's just a me problem, but I'm trying to make it easier on myself. So it's like 5 o'clock now. I woke up from a nap. Today was the first day that we did online learning for the school, which was so interesting. Finished at about 12, did some editing, and then I took my nap, obviously. I'm gonna work on some dinner stuff now because I'm home alone, so I'm making all my dinners. It's an exciting time to learn how to meal prep and how to kind of be creative with the things in your fridge. So it's a good life skill. And that I've kind of been in quarantine for a couple days. I haven't been outside. I'm gonna talk to you guys about reading in a little bit, but first off, I'm gonna go make dinner, and then I have some ambitious plans for this week of reading since I have school. It's not like I don't have school, it's just like it's less active school. Hey guys, so I had dinner. My Brussels sprouts were like, mwah. I ate all of them. My tofu didn't turn out that well. I tried to make like an Asian style, but then I didn't have soy sauce, so it's kind of an issue. But now I'm sitting down. I just finished a comedy special. Now I'm going to sit down and finally finish The Handmaid's Tale. Now you may be asking yourself, Pia, why is it taking you 3 weeks to read The Handmaid's Tale? And you know what? I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea. I'm on page 247, so I have like 50 pages left. What am I doing with my life? Like this is a short book, so I think it might have put me in a reading slump reading all those classics a couple weeks ago. Because I'm just like, I want to read so bad, but like I have all these books that I started and they're all like meh. I have nothing against The Handmaid's Tale, but I just have nothing for it. And then I'll tell you what I'm reading next. So, I just finished The Handmaid's Tale. It is 7:46 and I finished it. I'm very happy that I finished it. However, this story was, I think, just not my thing. I really appreciated all that it was doing for feminism, for women's rights, for equality in women's bodies, but I just felt like I got lost a lot in this story. The writing style I like have a love-hate relationship with because I read the Penelope Anna by Margaret Atwood and I really liked that. It has a writing style in this one where it's told in a lot of flashbacks and then a lot of like the present day. However, those aren't distinguished, so you kind of get a little confused and it's a little muddled up. Very stream of consciousness, so you're in a scene and then the main character is just like thinking about something else, and so you're jumped into that point of view, which I thought was kind of confusing. I think I'm giving this 2 out of 5 stars. I honestly, maybe like upon rereading it, I might like understand it more now that I've read it in the first place. But as of right now, it's just not my favorite thing. That's my 2 cents. If you love it, you know, you love it, obviously. Like a lot of people love it. It's like a classic. I'm like super behind in my reading challenge for the year. I want to say I'm like 10 books behind. I'm 12 books behind. I'm going to watch some more YouTube and then continue reading Stargirl. I started this last week. Wanted a middle grade and I want to watch the movie. I'm so sorry that all of these clips have been in this spot. But I just finished Stargirl and I literally could cry. I loved that book so much. Like I've been reading a lot of like bad books or like not a lot of like outstanding like books that are really making an impact, but I loved this book so much. I just love books with kind of like a quirky. Stargirl herself is just so kind and like has the kindest intentions in everything she does, and she just wants to live her life and to help other people, but everyone's just trying to bring her down because she's a little bit different than everyone else. And I literally love this book. It reminds me so much of Anne of Green Gables. I said this in my last vlog. To me, it's like a modern day retelling of like Anne of Green Gables, which is why I love it. It ended up jumping really forward in like the last chapter, like 15 years I want to say. Yeah, I just read it. I should really know. There's a sequel. I want to read that. But I'm gonna watch the movie at some point. I'm watching YouTube right now. I finished 2 books today and I'm very happy with my progress. Yeah, and I have no idea what I'm gonna read next. I do have a loan from the library, a book called Hurricane Child, which is another short middle grade book. And yeah, I'm just breezing through these books on my phone. I love reading on my phone. I really do. I'm a little bit of a mess. I'm mostly a mess. I'm pretty much a really big mess right now. I spent 4.5 hours on my Italian project today. 4.5 hours. Do you know how many hours that is? That's 4.5 hours. So, needless to say, it's 3:11. It is due at 3:20 and our school website is down. So I'm like, how do I turn this in? And I think I've lost my mind. And I haven't vlogged. I didn't vlog yesterday. I definitely don't know what day it is. I really don't. Like, I genuinely have thought it was Thursday all day today, and it's Wednesday. I was like, oh, I need to figure out my video. It's Wednesday! This quarantine is literally making me go crazy, I think. I want to have a good time now. Not have a good time. I'm not gonna be like going crazy. By that I mean reading. Like, I'm sorry, I'm up here, I need to be here. Like, I know it. Okay. I'm gonna take some time for myself right now because I've been working on my project for 4.5 hours. And I have like a couple other things, but I can just do them tomorrow. I'm going to read, and I'm gonna read something on my phone because I downloaded a couple middle grades on my phone. Because I'm really, I don't know, I'm not like feeling anything that I own, which is really bad. I think just to get things started, I'm gonna start with Other Words for Home by Jasmine Warga. This is a book entirely told in verse, and it's supposed to be very meaningful. I know Kayla from Books and Lala really liked this. The day has just gone, and I just don't know. If you've been around for any amount of time, you will not be surprised when I tell you that I took a nap. I was watching Criminal Minds and reading my book. Don't worry, I'm not watching Criminal Minds for the first time. It's like the third time. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with this book. I really like it. It's flying by. It's called Other Words for Home. I already told you that, but I'm just reminding myself. I'm 10% through it. Good, I don't know. I'm 46 pages in. I don't think I'm that qualified to say much about it. I have been doing a fun little art project. So I'm sewing patches onto these jeans by hand because I'm an idiot. These patches are actually from a pair of jeans that I just don't wear anymore. So I just cut off the bottoms. I'm gonna try to sew the rest of these on. It's exceedingly frustrating, but I'm gonna try anyways. I have a weird cycle with audiobooks where like I will only be listening to audiobooks and no physically reading, and then I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so tired of audiobooks, I get nothing out of them. I'm in that stage right now. Okay, listen, I am so tired of this quarantine. And you know what, I'm tired of second place too. Literally, I'm going stir crazy. And so I was like playing ukulele and singing because that kind of takes my mind off of things. I could read, but reading like tires me out. And I'm like, I love reading, but I'm so like, it's not active enough that I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I spent 4.5 hours on a project and I thought it was Thursday. I thought the week was almost over, but it's only halfway over. Vlogs are just lectures on learning how to be each other. Hello everyone! I did all my school stuff for today. I feel like with this whole online school, I'm either ahead or behind in like all of my classes. It doesn't make any sense. Right now I'm gonna work on my video for today. It's my All the Bright Places review talk kind of thing. I went to get coffee. Did I already say that? I think I did. It's the first time I've been out of the house in a while. Got coffee. Our Starbucks drive-thru was closed. It wasn't exciting. I really wanted a double shot of espresso. I'm gonna try or challenge myself. I have an article to read for class, but the assignment is not loading because the website's not loading. But I really want to read all of Other Words for Home today. For my great books class, we're kind of having an existential crisis with the fact that we're online now and we don't have like the books and stuff like that. So she had a poll that was like, what are you reading? So I was like kind of talking about how I read a lot of classics. Now I'm kind of into middle grade more just because I want a break. I realized I have to read Great Expectations, which I have no desire to do. Welcome to the COVID-19 weekly update. I'm your host, Pia, and we're going to be talking about COVID-19 for the rest of the vlog. No, I'm kidding. Don't X out. I'm doing school. It's like 11:30. This is the latest I've started doing school. So I'm doing my Italian, and I was like, oh, I'm reading an article in Italian because I was trying to work on my video that I was doing yesterday, and then I was like, ha ha ha, you spent so much time rendering this, and I was like, it's not actually rendered, and I was like, ha ha, I have to put on the B-roll. Hey guys, so I'm back outside. I feel like I'm constantly outside. I don't know if it's this vlog or like I feel like it's every vlog, but it's really nice out. It is very humid, 70 degrees. The air quality is unhealthy, but I'm gonna sit outside and do some reading of Other Words for Home, so I'm gonna relax and do that, and I have a blanket on my leggies. Welcome to your wet rat update. It's so hard to say that. So I was planning on doing a fun readathon, like 24-hour readathon with Ashley on Saturday, but I think we're gonna push that to a different day because she can't do it, so why would I'm not gonna do it without her. So I'm gonna have my own little impromptu kind of low-key 24-hour readathon. Earlier today I got to 28% through Other Words for Home. I'm on page 127, but I've just been kind of zoning out a lot today. So it says I'm gonna take 2.5 hours, but I don't think it's gonna take 2.5 hours. And then I have the other loans on my shelf that I think I'm just gonna try to work through for the rest of the readathon. Hurricane Child and Love Star Girl are gonna be my two next ones, and then I might just pick up something else from the library. Thank you. Social distancing, reading time. So like if you didn't already get it, I'm going from 10 to 10. It is sure to be an interesting day today. It started off very strange and continues to be such, but I did finish Other Words for Home. It's now about 11 o'clock. I really liked this. The purpose of making it a book in verse didn't really add anything or really change how it was read. So I didn't really care for that because I do really like verse a lot, especially in stories, but like, you know, it's free verse, so I just felt like it was literally just like normal prose. If that makes any sense. So I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I really like it. One of those more lighter middle grades, even though it was kind of trying to tackle the serious topics of immigration. The next book that I'm gonna read is gonna be Love Star Girl because that's what I feel like reading. now it is 2:26. I've been reading and then I went to the store. We went grocery shopping. I'm 22% into Love Stargirl. This book, unlike Stargirl, like the first book, this one is actually told from Stargirl's perspective and I'm really digging it. I'm gonna finish it in like an hour. Okay, so I'm reading Love Stargirl. I'm 66% through. Obviously Stargirl is kind of a romance, like the first book. It's kind of a romance. And so this is kind of following the after events of. She's currently feeling a sort of way that I would rather her not, because I am fragile and I want my ship to stay together. There's just certain types of guys that I hate. I just hate like the bad boy trope. It's like, oh, you just didn't understand him. He's like, oh, I'm just so complex. And I hate that. Okay, hi. Since we last talked, I've finished 2 books. First, I finished Love Stargirl. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. Do I give every book 3 out of 5 stars? That is the question. This was really good. I liked that we got more character development with Stargirl, because like, in Stargirl, you're kind of at an arm's length just because it's not told from her perspective. Felt like because it was a sequel, and I think it was a sequel that came out a few years after the previous book kind of left off like unanswered, you would think that the second book would draw some sort of conclusion. But it didn't do that, so that was kind of like disappointing and I just felt like we were left hanging. And then I finished Hurricane Child. I liked this alright. It didn't do anything for me. I'm gonna be honest. I was reading it and I was like, when is this gonna end? Like, I really liked the representation. It's about a young girl who discovers her sexuality and her interest in other girls very early in her life. I think she's 12 because it's middle grade. And it's about her trying to find her mom. And I feel like it was trying to do so many things, but I felt like a lot of the things that it was like talking about and discussing were very like overplayed. Not like predictable, but I just felt like it was trying to do a lot of things, but it wasn't really effectively centering around one thing. I give this 2 stars. I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I actually want to go watch Stargirl with my dad because I want to make him watch it. I'm looking at my shelves and I'm looking at some books that are actually intriguing me. Wow, books that I own that I want to read. It's about 10, so my little readathon is technically over, but still in a humongous reading mood. But I'm gonna pick up a book that I actually own, and a book that my dad will be very excited that I get to is Maya Tania. I don't know, I'm gonna read it. I think it's a coming of age story, and I love a good coming of age story, as we all know. Yes, I literally want to read everything right now. Like, I'm looking at all my books and I'm like, I want to read you, I want to read you, I want to read you. Hello vlog, happy Sunday. It's now almost 1. Now I think I'm just gonna do some reading. I have no plans. I think we're going out for bagels. I ended up reading not a lot of this last night, so I'm on page 15. So I'm gonna read some more of this. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna try to read all of Great Expectations, or read the rest of it. What's great about naps? I don't know what's great about naps. I started listening again to my audiobook for Grant. Decided that since it's 9:44, I'm gonna play Sims and listen to my audiobook. And I probably won't update for the rest of the night. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next one.